everybody. I am shooting this video at like 3 in the morning because that's the life of a night shift nurse. When you're off, you're up at 3 in the morning. So, doing this video to give a little bit of information for anybody who's got questions about being a traveling nurse. I've been doing it now for a year. I'm currently on my 4th assignment. And so, based off of just my experience, I just wanted to give some information for anybody who just had some basic questions on it. I'm an RN, BSN, 3 years. I had 3 years experience when I started traveling. 1 year med surge on just regular tele for, and now been 2 years ICU, mostly medical ICU. When I started traveling, I just started traveling with like 2 weeks notice. A friend of mine was going. She talked to her recruiter. The recruiter called me, gave me some offers, and I took off to Rhode Island. And I've never stopped. I've been doing it for a year now. So as a traveler, first thing is you get to pick where you want to go. Really, pretty much anywhere in the United States. At least my experience has been that my recruiter towards the end of one of my assignments will give me a call and will simply just give me a list of what assignments are available, and I just kind of pick. There definitely has been some options. I really wanted to go to the New York City area. We worked on that for a while, but it just didn't work out. Either I didn't like the jobs that were there, the particular units, or they weren't in need, or they weren't paying what I expect as a traveler. But other than that, I've gotten to spend time in California, Rhode Island, and now I'm in DC. Another benefit is you get paid to travel. You will get paid to get to your destination. You'll get paid to get back home from where you are, and different companies pay different amounts. But it's normally enough that, you can even make a little bit on top sometimes wherever you go. Enough to buy new scrubs or stethoscopes, whatever else you need, they'll help pay for that. Another benefit is just the experience you get. I did 2 years medical ICU. Since then, because I started traveling, I've gotten to give really good experience at neuro, trauma, cardiac. Experience I might not have had if I just stayed in my hospital, kind of in my comfortable area. Some of the bad things about traveling. You will always be the first to float. It depends what hospital you go to. I've done an assignment where I floated once in my 13-week assignment, and it was to, just another ICU. They treated me well. They gave me a good assignment. I've gone to another hospital where I floated, 3 times a week. Once or twice, I even floated twice a shift. And some hospitals will really take advantage of you. So you've really got to be able to stand up for yourself sometimes and just tell them, I don't care if I'm a traveler. You're not going to treat me that way. You're going to treat me like, a decent nurse. But that has not been a big problem overall. Another negative is just sometimes, you're always walking in and you're always the new person. You're always having to relearn the doctors, relearn the charting systems, where it's learning Epic, learning Cerner, and then just learning how people do things in the hospital. You've got your basic nursing skills, but you're learning how you talk to pharmacy, how certain docs report. Every hospital does it so differently. But most of that is you just got to be willing to learn to roll with stuff. You got to be willing to, just sometimes just be like, today's going to suck, but I'm just going to deal with it. Financially, I think it really depends where you are. I started off in Tennessee, and everywhere I've gone, every assignment I've taken has paid far more than I was making in Tennessee. I know if you're a California nurse, they make pretty high, even as staff pay. So it might not be as much of an increase, if it is at all. But it's still just getting that experience of going somewhere new, just learning, meeting different people. Overall experience, I would have to say, every hospital I've gone to, people have been very welcoming. It's, financially it's been good for me. Experience-wise, it's been good for me. and I've just really enjoyed it. I recommend traveling to anybody. I do recommend that you do find one of the better companies, if you know what I mean. I've read some blogs about nurses having some sketchy things, like they'll get very unofficial looking contracts, or they'll get promises that aren't written into their contracts, and their recruiters just saying, oh, we'll deal with this when you get to the hospital. Make sure you're working for a company. With mine, my company breaks down what I'm going to make per hour, what I'm going to make in overtime, what I'm making holidays. They write down how many hours I'm expected to work a week. If I request days off, it is going to be written in the contract when these certain days are that I have off. You don't ever, if you have a strict set that you have to work, you don't ever want to show up to that hospital just hoping that you'll get your days, because honestly, a lot of management says you're a traveler, you're going to work when we need you to work. So just be aware that have a very respectable company that is very professional contracts, and will take care of you. Also, what else? Recruiters, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself when it comes to recruiters. I've been very fortunate. I had a great recruiter. She's given me great assignments the entire year. This last assignment, when I was trying to go to New York, she didn't have anything that was available for me. So I went looking at other companies, and she definitely fought to keep me. I told her, you've got to tell me, what can you give me? What can you offer me if I stay with your company? And she got me a great assignment in D.C. I've really enjoyed it. Great location, great housing. You can't beat not having to pay rent to live in the city. But overall, just really enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. Even if the assignment sucks, it's 13 weeks. Some assignments are as little as 6 weeks. So get out there, have some fun and enjoy it. Thanks.